What's up, YouTube? It is Mr. Ferguson back once again here from Central North Carolina with the sun in my eyes. I cannot see, and even on the cars. Oh my goodness, bad angle. There we go. That's a little better. Thank you so much for joining me here in Central North Carolina. If you did not see it, or if you was unable to join us for our first live stream, maybe of 2025, I really can't remember. We did a live stream on Friday, and we did it sporadically. It was not planned. We didn't advertise it. So thank you to the 30 or 40 or so people that showed up and actually paid attention and stuck around for a guy mowing grass in the lawn. You truly are lawn freaks, but I really truly appreciate it. Everybody that gave super thanks and tips, thank you so much. You guys are more than generous. Thank you again to our members. I just want to give the proper thank yous. But what we did that for was we did that on Halloween day. And as I placed the camera around to show you the lawn as I talk, instead of looking at this ugly mug, we striped the lawn for the very first time. And again, we were talking about, you know, how we lawn stripe, what lawn striping does, how it can aid as a mowing tool. And really, when we look at it at this angle, it doesn't look super impressive. This is the day after we did that live stream. We had some technical difficulties as well. We moved the camera all around the lawn, and as a result, the router, you know, obviously in the home, disconnected, and we had some issues, and I probably lost a bunch of people. I'm not good at live streaming, but we did it, and it was a first. So as I was explaining on the live stream, though, the first time you do your lawn striping, it's always faint, and that's kind of what we're seeing here. It's always going to be better right after the mow, number one. And number two, the grass kind of raises back up on its own, right? So the second and third time, I've noticed it looks better. And from this angle, you can also see where we're really struggling right now, and that's really right by the tree with the roots, the tree competing for the nutrients and the moisture with the grass seed we're trying to grow there. So over time, I believe that will fill in. This morning, I actually got out and was finishing off my 10-pound bag of GCI turf type tall fescue. And just as an example, it's going over here like a little bit on the edges a little bit, and using my garden weasel tool to really blend it in. Did a little bit over by the mailbox as well, a little bit on the edge right here, and a little bit over here on the edges of the tree ring, which we need to pluck out some fescue out of that. But point of this was to just give you a review. We have not sprayed any herbicide. We actually have some summer weed die-off right here in the center of the lawn, so that's what you're seeing there. It looks like I may need to wipe the lens a little bit just in case it's not clear. So maybe that's helpful, maybe not. Maybe it's just on my side. But all in all, it looks really decent. Some of the Bermuda, as you see here, blended in with the fescue is actually starting to turn brown. So we're getting the browning, and it's going to turn really brown when we sustain, you know, 40s overnight, things of that nature. This will really, the fescue should continue to come up through the dormant Bermuda grass here. But you can kind of see down the line here what we're talking about and why we do it. And it was really fun. It actually was an enjoyable mow. I waited a whole week not to mow to enjoy this and actually cut some and make it look well. I don't know how well you can see that in the shade, but in my perspective, in person, it looks really good. And we were talking about how there's so many flaws in this lawn. It is far from a perfect lawn. It is definitely a start of a new season. It's got to grow in. The new seed is not matured, but all in all, even striping it helps to cover some of your flaws a little bit, but we do have flaws all over this thing, still patches that need to grow in. As you may be able to hear, not sure if you can or not, but we've got the sprinkler going in the back because we got 1.25 inches of rain, but not that much. And man, it's nice to walk down a striped lawn, though, I'll tell you that. And it's really beautiful with the leaves, guys. I really enjoy the little bit of leaves, not the ton of leaves as you see next door, just that want to fall and be all over the place. We talked about bagging it. We didn't bag it. We actually mulched, and it leaves a little bit of remaining. But man, it makes it look so much better, professional. I don't know what the word, and we did do 2 stripes down, 2 stripes up. Only messed up once, I think. So, but we're still bare in areas. With that 10-pound bag, I was actually over here, and I was like, I should be recording this, and I always forget when I just get on a mission to do something. It's a spur of the moment. But I was over here on this section where it's a little bit lower. I don't know, on the live stream, you could really tell up near the porch and where I record more, it was thicker, bushier, just what you want the entire lawn to look like. Through here, as we've been talking about over and over and over again, it's sporadic, thin, patchy, not thick, but you can still see the stripes, and it's better but it's not good enough. So I've ordered another 10-pound bag of GCI this morning because I really do think I need to continue to get this baby grass coming up because it's just not thickening up, and we eventually have to snap this drought and get rain occurring, you know, more periodically than we are right now. And when we do, that's when I'll try to plan on putting the rest of that 3000 from GCI out, which I'm highly impressed with. I really love the prill size of that. I think it's worth the money. Personally, supporting Pete, number one, you guys know I'm going to support Pete. I am affiliated with them, so disclosure there. I'm not, you know, I am affiliated with them, so that the links do help support the channel. But with that to the side, the one pro that's a huge pro for GCI over something like Stay Green, number one, you can set at the house, you can order it, pay with Apple Pay, boom, it comes in really fast, like a day or two, at least I'm in North Carolina, so it comes fast. The prill size is super small. It spreads super easy in my earthway. It is the best spreading material that I've used thus far. However, the Stay Green is cheaper, but you do have to run out to the store, and it works just as well color-wise. I can't say there's a pro or con in color of the Stay Green versus the GCI, but it just depends. And plus, I'm supporting Pete in a Christian business, and I'm happy to do that. And I don't use my own links, believe it or not. When I buy seed, I go to Google, I Google GCI turf type tall fescue, and I buy it just like you guys. I don't use my own links, which maybe I probably should. I don't know how that works, but who cares? It's the Lord always repays and provides, and I'm happy with that. But you can just see the spottiness. Sorry to get off on a tangent, but this is what I've thrown a little bit of seed in this area, poked it a little bit with the garden weasel, mainly over here. When I was doing the live stream, I couldn't show you because it's in the back corner of the lawn, and that's why we're watering. Aha, you missed. But this section right here, this is a good angle to show it. Really poor, really, this is probably the poorest section of my lawn. And this has always been poor, and there's reasons, the trees, right? So, duh, Mr. Ferguson. And I know many people are like, abandon the seeding and buy the trees, Mr. Ferguson. And I hear you, but in times past, it looks so cool to have the grass right around these trees. And I've had it all the way back to this tree over here, believe it or not, and I've let it eke forward a little bit, and you can see patches of grass right here, but I've thrown the rest, and it wasn't a lot, but this looks terrible. We've always had lush full grass. This is where the water likes to come down and where we likely need a drain, but I've put seed all in this section right here this morning, and garden tilled it, you know, garden weasel tilled it up a little bit, moved some grass, or some of the existing grass, some of the dirt over the seed, mixed it in with the soil, and it should, if we continue to water, it should, over time, we should have some grass pop up here. I may actually take some of that 10 pounds and put it on top of this because I really want to establish it here again. And really, more than anything, I think it helps with erosion control. I'm not an expert in drains. I've never put in drains in my entire life. That's one of the hesitations of doing that. But having some type of grass here with roots, grabbing the soil, with roots in the ground, it stops erosion a little bit, you know, and so I don't want this to continue to slide down. With no grass, the dirt will just go. And then like this back here, you can see, look at the exposed roots and things of that nature. So I just want to. So I have the seed. I want to fill this in a little bit. I'm clicking my thumbs now because I should have bought a little bit more of that Vanguard, or not Vanguard, but the Mountain View seed mix to really show that. But it's blending in well. You know, obviously Mountain View seed, GCI, they have a lot in common because they're the same, just different bagging and probably different farms. But so far, I don't see a big difference in either one of those. Can't say that I see any of the Kentucky bluegrass in these areas as well. So anyways, long story short, we are trying to water this section that we put the fresh seed down right here. As you see the seed mixed in with the dirt there. And so that is the goal this morning, is to get water on the ground, keep this thing hydrated while we're lacking rain still, even though it's only been, what, 3 days? 3 days since it rained. So we want to stay on top of it. I want to stay ahead of the game, not get behind. But ultimately, everywhere else, we're looking fantastic in my lawn. It is beautiful. It's already warm out here. I'm in a sweatshirt. I'm actually a little warm. It's supposed to be 63, 64 degrees today, which will look absolutely beautiful. But these sections, like this view, just looks just incredible. This is what we have fescue for. This is why I have fescue. It looks gorgeous. And when those stripes, when we have the fertilizer popping and we got the stripes stripes popping. There's nothing like it to me. And I know I've seen pictures of Bermuda. I would like to see Bermuda that's under my care look like this one day, but I'm not there yet. Hopefully the next time we into next week, we're able to go ahead and put down some GCI 3000, the rest of that bag, water that in, or we're getting some rain showers coming in. I may choose to throw it down and water it in. I do want to fertilize, promote growth, grow. I feel like I'm behind a little bit in my mowing. I've not mowed twice a week at all. I have been on vacations, I've been on conferences, and I just feel like I'm behind in my mowing. I need to mow more often to promote growth and growth before we hit a period where we slow down in my lawn. So anyways, check out the live stream. It's in the video section below. Like the video, subscribe if you're not, and we'll catch you next week with another lawn care video here in Central North Carolina. God bless you guys.